Welcome to my new channel, The Sleeping Merchant. Expect more of me here, but with a more relaxing tone. So if you need some background noise to fall asleep to, or you just want something chill to listen to in the background, this new channel will be the place for it. I'll be posting a video every Sunday, so subscribe if you want longer gaming videos like this that will help you wind down. Today, we're hunting down Arcrader's new Trinkets, and I'll be seeing which map is best for it, and maybe we'll even find some blueprints along the way, starting with Bluegate. Just found a Lancer's mixtape. Can't complain about that. Got some arc coming over. Luckily, fitted this thing with a silencer 3, so we can take down arc nice and peacefully. Can't complain about that, can we? There's one more, a wasp coming over. Might hear the sound of a firefly. I think it's the aggroed on us. Maybe it's aggroed on somebody else. Sound of a firefly isn't exactly relaxing. I've lowered the volume on that. I want to give you bad dreams now. Here we go. One more container. An augment box, of course. Let's breach this open and then we'll make our way to reinforced reception. Fine. Wristwatch. Yes, very fine. And run all the way down here.
Go to that location.
To reinforced, and we'll try our luck. There's a snitch overhead. Hopefully we can avoid that. Warriors right now are something that I'm really interested in because I need the turbine compressors for the project. But I'll be honest, fighting turbines can be a little bit of a bore. You have to wait for a long time, hope they spawn in, and even if they do, you're not guaranteed to get the loot anyway. The turbine likes to run away and hide instead of actually fighting you directly on most of the time. No turbine compressor that time. I think we'll wait for a electro storm for that. Got a little bit of a way to walk towards reinforced reception, so it might have already been looted. I'll have a quick look.
Our courier. There.
Either way, it doesn't matter massively. We can find other things to do, other places to loot. We do have the reinforced puzzle room, or the Raiders Refuge puzzle room. That could be pretty good to get. Now let's breach open another one of these. Really hoping we can get some turbine compressors. It does spawn here, as well as the vaporizer regulator as well if you need those. Just quite a low drop rate, that's all. Down now. Under hill. The door is open here. I'm going to assume somebody has looted it and we'll just run by. And I think the door is open. Someone already ran through. No surprise. If you want this spot, we've kind of got to be the first one here. It's pretty much expected. There's another smoke plume there, so I'm wondering... Oh, it's a probe. Best thing we can do really is, like I say, wait for an electro storm. Arc couriers spawn like crazy there. I've also bought a village key with me. Village key isn't necessarily the best thing in the game, but or best key rather. But thought that would give us a little bit more time to loot around. Obviously, a lot of other people will be looting. Oh, we might not be able to loot everything ourselves here. Really looking for a number of things. These are just my typical loot runs, so springs, more than welcome. Rope, love it. Trinkets, make a bit of cash, go for it. We know that the trinkets are spawning quite frequently at the moment because of the new project, so might be able to walk away with quite a little bit of money in our pockets. Of course, we are in friendly lobbies, the friendliest they possibly could be, so I'm not too worried about somebody shooting me. Quite chill in that regards. Coming upstairs now, and there are a few more cupboards open. what I really like doing is looting locked gate. The village during the locked gate event is really, really quite special, actually. And the reason for that is the drops are very different. In residential containers during locked gate, you can actually get epic tier weapons, which is mind-blowing. Someone's smoking the extract. Probably a player. But we do have a train here. Not really worth too much, but we'll take the trinkets anyway. We'll see how much we can get out. My only complaint with these new trinkets, really, is that they don't have stackable... Well, they can't be stacked, rather. You know, I think the devs have done that for a reason. They want to slow down the number of trinkets that we can find. But let's be honest, they've boosted the drop rate of these things so much. Spawning everywhere anyway. May as well just go all the way. Make them stackable. Let's make every player rich. That'll be fun. I don't really know what we're going to do. Ooh, we have a tick. Hello, tick. Goodbye, tick. The expedition is just around the corner, but the devs haven't quite revealed what they're doing for that. And what I mean by that is, there's one post they made that seemed to suggest that 3 expeditions would be the limit on skill points. So 6 extra skill points 3 times, total of 18. And the 4th expedition would no longer reward skill points. At least they sort of hinted at that. They didn't make themselves very clear, so I'm really hoping to hear what is coming with this upcoming expedition. And if this will be your 4th expedition, is it going to be worth doing it if you don't get the skill points? And if not, then what will they give us instead? Very curious to see. For now, the search continues. I do think Stella Montes... Oh, I do need this actually for the expedition, which I haven't completed, funnily enough. I do think it's quite interesting. Ah, there we go. First golden elephant. I'm sure we'll find more of those. There's plenty more those to come. Got an angle grip too, but we don't have a weapon to put it on. This is normal, everyday Bluegate. So, no chance of finding good weapons here, really. Might find a rattler if we're lucky, which is not great. We got a red coral jewelry. These were very sought after at one point, and a spaceport warehouse key. The spaceport warehouse key is one of the best ones on spaceport, in my opinion. The lockers in that room can spawn good old kinetic converters. Now, with the dupe glitches going on right now, I don't necessarily think finding one is that special anymore, but nice to know that they do spawn there. It is nice to know. It's got a bit of inventory management to do. We've got quite a lot of, well, extra junk, so to speak. Was it me? I think I already came through this floor. Oh yes, my bad. We're going down. At least I believe that's what we're doing. Yes, I remember. We came in through the roof. Okay. There's another raider backpack here. Thinking we could go to the... Ah, a blueprint. My first blueprint. So this is a raider-style container. You can get raider-style blueprints in there. A tortellini. A lovely little tortellini. We're going to go open the village key room now anyway, so let's stick that tortellini blueprint in my safe pocket. 2 breach boxes here. They can sometimes drop trinkets as well. May as well see what we're going to get. A lot of rope. I am needing rope, actually. I do want to try and go for Cantina Legend this time around. And, well, if you want to do trials and get a high score, you need a lot of zip lines, which means you need a lot of rope. This has been quite a good run for it, actually. We found 7 so far. Not exactly valuable trinkets, but it is valuable to me nonetheless. Posters of Natural Wonders. This is a uncommon item, so it might be worth more than the train. It is, and it's stackable. So if we find another one, we really would be better off taking that over the non-stackable train model. Right, there's the village. You see that? The village key room. Seeing a zip line down there. That's interesting. Let's drop one down and make our way to the key room. We don't have a door blocker, so you know, I'm going to be nice. You know, we don't need violence in our nice sleepy video. So, somebody comes in, we'll let them loot. Usually if someone comes in my key room, I do act a little bit differently. Not going to lie. We did just find a barricade though, so I think we could do this. Give ourselves a little bit of breathing room in case somebody decides to barge in. Although, I don't think that's likely. Quite late into the raid already. Aha, an arpeggio. So now we can start equipping this with attachments. It just ends up being more inventory space, really. What we're looking for here is some of these new trinkets. Do they spawn in this key room? Something I really wanted to know. Law grenade. Better than nothing. Oh, another law grenade. And an osprey. Brilliant. Let's leave the arpeggio back at home. Take the osprey instead. It's worth more. I don't really want to lug around an arpeggio. It's almost broken as it is, so not much value for me. We don't need a fireworks box either. I'll be honest, we'll leave that behind. And look at that. We've got a security breach in here. I do remember they've added security breaches to most key rooms. In fact, some key rooms can have multiple security breaches if you're lucky. So keep your eyes peeled. If you haven't opened key rooms for a while, you might be surprised at how many have security breaches. I really like security breach skill, even still. It's one of the only places you can get fully, well, almost fully repaired weapons. As you see, this Arpeggio 2 has 97 durability. You've got your eyes closed and, well, you don't need to see. I can explain. Oh, we can actually leave out the back of this. I didn't even know that's possible. Coming through here. Wasn't the most exciting key room, but I guess if it was any more exciting, then you might be opening your eyes to see what kind of goodies there are to look at. Probably a good thing in the grand scheme of things. What I do like to do though is come into this room here. Upstairs there's a zip line that leads to the, there we go, a sextant. That is another of the new trinkets. So I think what we can do is, this is a hard choice. I think I've got enough gun parts. We're going to take that in place of that. We're going to come upstairs now. And anyway, there's a zip line up here that leads to the roof of the village key room, which doesn't require a key. There's still some good containers up there. Definitely worth checking out. These three containers here, 2 containers rather, always just have very basic materials. It's almost like the loot generation for that hasn't been set properly. Another train. Now I do like trains, but I don't have room for a single train when it's only worth 1,000, you know? Oh, actually, no, it's worth the same amount as a wine bottle. So it really isn't worth taking. The wine bottle can stack to 5. Another blueprint. There we go. And a breathtaking snow globe. As you can see, sorry, or hear, the trinkets really are coming in. I think we're going to leave 60 ammo. Don't expect to shoot many people. I'll leave 1 herbal bandage as well. So, a couple blueprints already. We've gotten, well, we got a lot of stims to go through still. What would be really great is if we could find more launchers mixtapes, because they stack. Snow globe doesn't. Don't understand the devs' decisions behind all of that. Rather interesting. It's almost always spawning groups of 3s. Oh, quite a few containers in here. In fact, a very good amount of containers spawned this time. Let's see what we can get. A lot of nothing. A lot of nothing. Durable cloth. Got a lot at home. Trinket. The painted box is not worth much, unfortunately. It might be worth more than a... Yes, it is worth more than a wine bottle. So we can replace that out. Now we are coming along this way. There's a trash can down there, and it is unlooted. There's also a blue trash can just down here, so worth checking. You know, there are not many situations where dumpster diving is a reasonable thing to do, but in this game, very worthwhile. Very, very good things hide inside of dumpsters. Another rope. Gotta love that. Brilliant little rope farm coming along. That's 8 in total. In fact, I'll be honest, the rope is worth more to me than the blueprint. I know, crazy. A lot of people will say that, oh, but you can buy rope every day from Celeste. You can. Not enough. Where I'm going, we're going to need a lot of rope. We are probably going to do many, many runs on the final week of trials to try and get Cantina Legend, and that will require, like I say, dozens of rope. Maybe good 50, 60 rope. I'll be pretty happy with that. I am buying from Celeste every day as well to build up my stash, of course. Another... Oops. Sorry, didn't mean to shoot that wall. Another rope. Very nice. Can jump up on the roof here. Don't forget there's one more floor in this building, eh? Too often look over that. Didn't get any spawns here, though. So we can go up on the rooftop. Jump along here. And then zip across. There is a rocketeer, but we have a bit of a secret weapon. The photo cloak. Another train. No room for it, unfortunately. An extended barrel, 2. That can go on the Osprey. And we've got a sextant. It's an uncommon, so it's not going to be worth more. I think we're going to leave behind the adrenaline shot now. We already have 10. So leaving about, well, in fact, we have 13. Leaving behind 3. I think we're going to be fine. Oh, my character just wants to mantle everywhere. He doesn't want to leave this floor. Maybe he's trying to tell me I left something. Good old blind merchant missing all of the good loot. Probably what's happening here. Okay. Climbing on through. Lots of cupboards. So we're going to go over and do the puzzle room now. We didn't bring a hatch key. I'm a bit of a silly Billy. So we'll have to extract at the normal extract. No problem. We'll have time. Got plenty of time. A rubber duck. Sorry, rubber duck. I must leave you behind. Let's see. Nothing in there. Right, let's go and do this puzzle room. With a bit of experience, you remember all of the spawns, and you can get it done quite quickly. That's my hope here. We'll obviously need to avoid the rocketeer. Something to keep in mind, but that's why we've got the photo cloak. We also have 3 lawnades, if we need it. That is a blue tier. It's going to be worth more. Oh, the rare trinket is worth the same as the uncommon trinket. Interesting. I didn't know. It's not always the case. Or maybe it is. I don't pay attention enough to these things. Right, coming up to the puzzle room. Need to hit 3 buttons to open this thing up to get access to the room inside. The buttons spawn randomly every time, so I've either got to use a guide online or remember where all the buttons are. And whilst you're looking around, you do want to be a little bit stealthy to avoid the rocketeer's glare. Going along now. Just walking underneath the rocketeer. Nobody's pressed any buttons here, so we are the first one. Sorry, there's 4 buttons in total. We found one now. Climbing up the ladder. There's quite a few spawns that can happen up the top of this ladder, so we are going up here. Have a little look around. Shouldn't take long. Like I say, I am the master of pressing buttons. I've been doing it for years. Yep, that's right. There we go, another button. What did I tell you? Master at work. 2 out of 4 buttons already. Look, another one right there. One right next to each other. What a lucky situation. So, it's good to know. They can spawn right on top of each other. And there's the final button.
In there.
We have a firefly coming around and a hornet. I'll wait for those to fly by. Rather peaceful, really, if you just understand that the Ark are blind and can't see more than 5 feet in front of them. Kind of like me without my glasses. Right, let's go here then. Tap this final button, and then we've got the room for ourselves. And brilliantly, there only being 8 minutes left, I don't think there's going to be anyone here to share the loot with. Which is wonderful, really. Just healing up. I had a stumble, a tumble, and I lost some health. It's fine though. Down we go. You know what I'd dream of? A hatch key. I'd like a hatch key, please. Okay. That'd save us a bit of walking, really, wouldn't it? Coming in here. More lawn aids. I do like lawn aids. I do. I think we're going to leave behind the complex gun parts. I know lawn aids are easy to craft, but there's a limit. How many speakers I can be bothered to go and find. Vertical grip 1. One more container here. Now I feel a little bit unsure of what to do. We're going to leave behind one of the sextants and go get the other complex gun part back. Value-wise, it works out better. In terms of loot in here, it didn't really hit so hard this time. You know, hey, we got a extra statuette. That's brilliant. We got some trinkets. We did. It's not terrible. Elephant obelisk. Couple statuettes. A lot of breathtaking snow globes. Let's be honest. I can't complain. Could go up to this cliffside air shaft. Just up here. And call it a day on Bluegate. And then perhaps we'll go and look for more trinkets on another map. For example, Buried City is a good one. Dam Battlegrounds also. I think I'd like to go to Dam. Dam is an underrated one because there's a lot of good spots on the outskirts of the map. The apartment buildings are dripping with trinkets. Perhaps that wasn't the best descriptive word to use. Either way, we're going to wait peacefully for this extract to come in. Quite a successful run, really. Didn't get $1 billion, but we are one very small step closer to being our creator's first billionaire. Yes, that's what I strive for in life. To make 1 billion space coins. So that I'd have to feel guilty about Lance scamming me again. He's always selling things at increased prices. Makes you feel ripped off at times. Well, that's it. Another successful extract. In we go. Falling the elevator. Nice, peaceful trip back to Speranza. Now it's time to go to Dam Battlegrounds. And here we are on Dam Battlegrounds now. We've got a really nice spawn for Ruby Residence, which is one of the apartment building areas at the top of the map. It's not even like a loot zone on the map, you know? It's just tucked away in the corner. Now, when the game first came out, people loved these apartments because you could get a lot of blueprints in here. A lot of like light mag 2, smoke grenades, those kind of blueprints. Now, with the trinkets being added to the game, might end up being a really nice place to grab a bunch of loot. So, we're here now to whatever trinkets we can get, and perhaps it will end up being worth even more than Bluegate. I have a strong feeling it will be, actually. Bluegate Village is great, but... oh, look. 2 of the trinkets in a single container. That's a better start already. Yep, this definitely looks like the place to be. I did rate Buried City pretty highly as well for trinkets. However, I do have one thing to say about it. Everyone loves looting it. So, a lot of competition. A lot. Damn. Quite a bigger map. Dam's a lot bigger of a map. Spread out more. More chance you've got more to loot yourselves. Which is definitely a step above the rest of the areas, really. And we got some seeds here. Look at that. First elephant obelisk already. That's come a lot quicker than the run on Bluegate. Let's see how many legendary trinkets we can get in a single run here. I'm actually hoping for quite a lot. I think this could go quite well. Right. The run continues. We have 2 more apartment buildings here at Ruby Residence and Hale Apartments. I also brought some keys. We have the chance. We can hit up some key rooms here. It could end up being quite a nice little run. I'm really quite interested to see what the key rooms will be like on Dam. Specifically the Dam staff room. Oh, look at that. Another elephant obelisk. This is the spot. This is a really good spot. Yeah, I'm really quite interested to see, you know, Dam staff room, for example. A lot of red lockers. Could be really good now with these boosted trinkets. Really, really could. A little tick came to say hello. I said goodbye to it. Won't be seeing him again. Up we go. Quite a few containers here. I've never been a massive, I'll be honest, I have never been a massive fan of the apartments because something strenuous. Going up and down all of the stairs. Each floor has like a couple containers. I've always liked Buried City more, but I have to admit the number of trinkets we're getting here is really good. So, yeah. I'm quite impressed. I think we'll stay here and come back here. Not going to buy an apartment here. It's kind of worn down and filled with strange robots that want to try and kill you. But I'm still interested in coming by from time to time to scavenge around for some goodies. Coming in through here now. This is the 3rd building. So the 3rd of Ruby Residence. It does take quite a while to loot. There's another trinket there, a blue tier, and an extended shotgun mag 3. Quite an interesting drop to find in that trash can. From my experience, if you can find a blue tier attachment in a container, it's likely you could also find a kinetic converter or a legendary attachment in there. But that trash can there, steering wheel on the kitchen cabinet there, trash can's really good. I do like that. Did say it earlier. Upgrade is one of the few games where dumpster diving really not only recommended, but if you say to someone that you're going to go dumpster diving, they're like, "Oh, I'll join you. I'll join you. Let me get my hands on that loot too." How strange. Right. No trinkets on this floor. I have to keep going. 1 more floor left. Maybe 2 actually. No, 1 more. 1 more floor. See if we can get any more trinkets. lot of plastic parts, a lot of fabric. Yeah. Wait a minute. Oh, here's some explosions outside. Somebody is killing Ark. Let's have a look. Nothing in there. One more room. Well, I guess a couple more rooms. We've got one more breach box here. I like breach boxes. These rusty breachable cubes. Fun fact. It's an industrial style container. Now, industrial style containers do have a small chance of dropping augment blueprints. Not a lot of people know that. I don't usually like... Ooh, another golden item. This time a pair of colorful shoes. That's 3 legendary trinkets from this one set of apartments. This has been a really good run. Really good. We've done that building now. We can go down to the Pale apartments. Yes, anyway, I don't usually tell people about the augments spawning in industrial style containers, augment blueprints, because
Let's move to that
it's a
location.
very low chance. It's so low that, you know, I almost didn't believe it when I first saw a video of it. I thought it was a bug or something. Over the almost, well, it's coming up to about over half a year of playing Ark Raiders and being the blueprint guy. I've seen a few clips of it, a few people talking about it, but it is so small in comparison to all of the other augment blueprint container spawns. And if you're looking for blueprints, it doesn't make sense to go out of your way to go and loot cars and stuff. Oh wow, a lot of containers have spawned here. Pale apartments, you are impressing me right now. That is a lot of containers. If all of these had golden trinkets in, we would be walking back to Speranza a very rich man. Fortunately, nothing yet in these ones. I'd have been let down a little bit, actually. Okay, we've got a suitcase. Yeah, this floor has almost been completed. Oh, a key, a medical storage key. Okay. I'm going to drop some more syringes. We've got quite a lot. I think bringing 15 when you're doing a loot run. A bit overkill because every few seconds you're going to stop to loot a container, which lets you get your stamina back. So you don't really need like a billion syringes. I'm just addicted to adrenaline shots, I can't lie. Found a Beretta. One bullet from it and it will fall to pieces. Not very good durability on it. But it will do. It will do. We shall continue. What have we got here? Huh. Another tick. Oh, quite a few ticks. This is really a nice, peaceful building to loot, though, because you don't have any Ark besides the ticks here. It's the safest place in terms of dealing with Ark. There really isn't many here at all. Right, we've done with that floor. Or that building. I've taken a tumble. Took another tumble. Right, one more Pale apartment spawn. And then we need to look at potentially... I want to do Dam Staff Room, and I want to do the Water Treatment Room. And then we can go to Testing Annex and extract there. That seems like a plan. You're not going to believe it, but... I forgot to bring a hatch key again. I'm not a smart man. I'm very forgetful. You know? Usually I will do this live and people will have my back. That is a purple trinket there. Very nice. Every time I'm about to go on a raid on my stream, another purple trinket. This floor or building has been better than the other Pale Apartments building. That one had a lot of containers, no trinkets. Okay. Nice. It's going well then. We are going to be rich. We're going to get rich. Up we go. Yeah, when I'm streaming, I'll have to go back, cancel my queue, cancel the matchmaking a few times because people in chat will be like, you forgot this, you forgot that, got to repair your shield. Honestly, I don't know where I'd be without chat. I would be lost. I would be very lost. So, doing this off stream feels a little bit scary. I feel like I'm riding a bike without training wheels for the first time. It's strange. Strange experience. Ah, another steering wheel and a train. The train just isn't worth much. I'm sorry. This has been really good though. We have 3 legendary trinkets. We have 2 epic trinkets. We have 4 green style trinkets. Actually 5? 6? A lot. A lot. Yep. That was very, very good. Unfortunately, all of the loot spawning on the desks in here is like magnets and stuff, which is a shame. Right, we're done here. Mission success. Great job. Let's now go to water treatment control. And from there, what we're going to do is get the key rooms open. I've got 3 keys now to go and loot. We've got the water treatment control key room, the dam staff room key, and 1 testing annex key. Now, I'll be honest, I might not have enough time to do all 3, considering the final extract. So we'll see how it goes. Apparently we've got 10 minutes left. Maybe we'll have time. Luckily we do have stims. We have many stims. Walking past the courier. Still looking for those turbine compressors, but it's just not something I'm going to be able to grab right now. We're going to have to just walk on and do it another time. As I'm walking across here, I'm thinking about what to drop. First priority is going to be the faded photograph. Let's be honest, not worth much. The green tier augments will need to be dropped, so the vintage steering wheels. If I find more golden trinkets, I'll definitely be dropping those first. And I would love to find like a shotgun, like a Toro in this room, because I currently have 2 attachments in my inventory. I can free up some space if I find a gun that can equip a vertical grip 2 that we found, and an extended shotgun mag 3. Oh, would you look at that? Somebody's already looted this key room. We were late to the party. But they left it advanced electrical components, which is really good. If I can find 3 sensors, we can craft a hatch key, and then we don't have to worry about time so much. Oh well. Just checking if they left anything behind of value. They really didn't. We're going to go to the damn staff room key now. Kind of a shame in the way, because we've had to hold on to that key. That's 1 extra inventory space that we just have to deal with. Damn surveillance key. So, yeah, we have 1 less inventory space. I can't just drop the key. We're going to have to hold on to it. Look at there. We can make it work. Let's go now, like I say, to the staff room. This is my favorite key room in the game. It is a green tier key. However, it drops like epic tier weapons, especially on a night raid. On a day raid, honestly, it's not great. You do really want to come in on a we might be able to get some sensors here. Bear with me. It's much better to go into it on a no sensors there. A night raid, but we're here now. We'll make it work. It's completely fine. Oh, there is 1 sensor in here. I know where we can find more sensors upstairs, so that's what we're going to do. We are going to go upstairs in the control tower. There's some sensors that we can loot. For now, though, I just want to do the staff room. That is the best key room to me, my favorite. It's a really small room, so you can just go in and loot all the containers really quickly. You don't have to waste your time. Nice. You know, the town hall key is a lot of players' favorite keys in the game, but it's a very big, it's an entire building, a really big building. It takes a while to loot. Good news is nobody has looted this key room this time. So it's all ours. Let's see what we can find. A red coral jewelry. Okay. Statuette. That's worth more than a steering wheel. A silver teaspoon set. There's a lot of the traditional trinkets here. Snap hook and another statuette. This is nice. Okay. An extended media mag, but I can't take it. I've just got no room. I need to find a weapon of some kind. Vertical grip 3. An explosive mine blueprint. I'm going to have to drop the heavy ammo now. We are running out of room. We just filled to the brim with trinkets. It's going to be quite hard. I do feel like... Oh, another red coral jewelry. I think that these rooms don't have the new trinket spawns. That's what I've noticed. The key rooms. Ah, we just found 2 weapons. This is great. So I can get the Venator, pick the vertical grip 3, put that there, get the Renegade, and I can then... I'll leave the Berletta behind. It's a bit busted. I can go back here and there's a medium mag somewhere. Stick that on the weapon. More value coming out of this run now. Brilliant. A silencer 2 as well. Lovely. And 1 security breach. There is 1 player upstairs looting. I don't want to get in his way. So we'll leave him to it. 4th pack. And a heavy gun parts blueprint. That is a good one. All right. Okay. We're now going to go to testing annex. We have 5 minutes. Plenty of time to extract. I'm going to have to just leave. We might have enough time to loot the damn testing annex key room, but I think what would be better is we just get out of here. We got 3 golden trinkets, 1 snap hook. Oh, some friendly people. Yeah, let's give them an offering. I'll give them some colorful shoes. Yeah. Hopefully they are, like I say, we're in friendly lobbies, so surprised if they want to just extract as well. We're going to go here now. Through the red balcony lift.
Down there.
We've got a lot of arc here, actually. Got to be a little bit careful. We'll be fine. Through the red legs balcony lift. Main trouble is the leaper here. Alright, the leaper is just basically a goofy doggy. A goofy doggo. He really is. Nothing to be afraid of. Not gonna lie. Right. What a great run. Absolutely filled with loot this time. I thought I'd be nice and share the loot. I gave 1 pair of colorful shoes away. There were 2 players. I could have given them another pair, but decided not to. We'll have a little bit of a dance with these players. And we're going to extract a really successful run. Damn, Battlegrounds might be my favorite for trinkets. Definitely better than Bluegate. There's only one other thing we can do. We're going to have to try Buried City, which might just be the best option if we can get enough of the containers to ourselves. A lot of people love looting trinkets on that map. So we are going to have quite a lot of competition. But returning to Speranza, another successful run. We're now in Buried City, and guess what? I bought a hatch key. So this time we can stay around a little longer, which is nice because I have brought along 2 residential master keys. Now, looks like we've got a snitch on us. Let's pick that out quickly. The residential master key has 3 separate rooms that you can use for it. The best one, in my opinion, is just under Grandioso Apartments. However, there are a couple others, and I do think we'll have to check those out today. Well, one of them. With 2 keys, then yeah, one of them we're definitely doing Grandioso. The other will have to be somewhere else. First though, let's start space travel. This place, in my opinion, is the best spot for trinkets. It's really, really good, and might be other people looting it, of course, so what we're gonna do is start from the top and then make our way down. That way we can get more items for ourselves because the top floor is the best. At least I think so. Destroy that there. The looting will begin. Let's see how many trinkets we can get in here. Let's see if it ends up being more than down Battlegrounds. I do like Buried. I feel like Buried is more dense in terms of like you can get to all of the loot spots really quickly. There's not much running around the map. And you can extract super fast as well. The only downside is it's like the same number of people as Dam, but thrown into a smaller space, so more competition, of course. It's fine though. Looks like we got here first before anyone else, so we should have a good time. So far, no trinkets though, so maybe we won't have that much of a good time. Only time will tell. I just said time 3 times, 4 times. Oh no. Gotta be like 6 times. I just said it again. Let's stop now. Another train. That's the first trinket we've seen. Train. On a chair. It doesn't seem like a comfortable chair. I wouldn't really want to sit on a model train. I'll be honest. I'm more a person that could do with like a cat bed. Comfortable pillow. There are better options out there. This ended up being quite a shame so far. Not much in here, but that's okay. We can drop down to this floor now. Mantle on here. What we'll find is even more containers. Saying that as if you'd be surprised. There's containers everywhere. So far, though, this is not working out so well. I do wonder if Dam will end up becoming my favorite trinket map now. Technically, these aren't really residential containers, so that might be why the loot rate is so low. It would make better sense for us to get over to Grandioso Apartments. I'm actually tempted to run across there now. But first, I feel like we should go to Arbusto Tower because it's closer. And then see what we can find besides that along the way. And then we'll make our way to Grandioso. I think that makes good sense. Yeah, we're not getting any trinket style items here actually. Very low drop rate compared to Dam. I feel like I've let down a little bit by this room. I shouldn't be surprised. It is a commercial and technological area. But that's the loot we're getting here. We're not getting residential containers. Chance of trinkets in these container types must be lower. Saying that though, we did just find a pair of colourful shoes, golden shoes, on top of a wardrobe. And there's another golden item. 2 in a row. It's almost like the devs are hearing what I'm saying, and they're sick of the Buried City slander, and now they're finally starting to drop trinkets. Kind of funny, if you ask me. And now we go. Okay, the trinkets are finally starting to roll in. We've got an anvil in here. Very busted up, but take it regardless. I do feel like looting this room, I'm coming out with less. Like, my backpack is only half full, which is surprising. There we go. Epic item. Brilliant. A Tellurian. A lot of weapons and grenades in this place, actually. More so than other places. If you need, like, a bunch of smoke grenades or showstoppers or even, like, blaze nades, and you just don't want to deal with crafting them for whatever reason, then coming through here would end up saving you quite a bit of time. We've done that. That's floor 3 now. Floor 2 is the locker room. Once again, not necessarily the best spot for trinkets, but there's just so many containers here that I feel like you've got to at least try your luck in here. There's one residential container here. We got a faded photograph, which is worth the equivalent of a penny. A single space penny. We have a teaspoon set, red coral jewelry. Okay. Oh, these lockers are being nice to me today. We're actually getting some okay value. Lance's mixtape. Thank you very much. I appreciate the items. Probably going forward, though. That looks nice. Exodus materials. Yeah, I'm not a fan of these lockers. I mean, it's kind of surprising I'm saying that when I literally just found 2 epic items in here. But comparing them to, like, the spaceport lockers in Departure Building, I don't think it's up for debate which one's better. The red lockers are just, they are better. Right, that's done and dusted. We're now going to make our way
Let's go to the Arbusto Tower.
to Piazza Arbusto. Hello. I'm just doing some looting, trying to find trinkets. Okay. Came across a couple friendly guys. Let's go this way to Piazza Arbusto. Fun little spot here.
Over there.
These containers are really weird. Probably might have been looted already. If not, I'll show you them. They haven't been. Check this out. Inside here, we always get rope, radios, and portable TVs and things like that in abundance. These drawers are always filled with very weird items. So if for whatever reason you need rope, like I do, there's a really good spot for it. If you still need a portable TV, really good spot for it as well. Definitely recommend coming through. Now going to Piazza Arbusto. Sorry. Piazza Arbusto. And it hasn't been breached yet. Still a lovely spot that people overlook. Not as good as Plaza Rosa, but I've got to say, it is it's up there in terms of good loot spots. I was hoping for to see some trinkets on the shelves here, but nothing here. Only a couple items in total, and it's just medical items. It is a pharmacy building after all. Makes sense. A vertical grip 3 that can go on the arpeggio that we found earlier. And a cat bed. And another Lance's mixtape. A stackable epic. Cannot complain about that. What have we got here? Another container. A rubber duck. Oh, come on then, rubber duck. You're coming with me. Coming with me. Yes. Red coral jewelry. We've already got one of those. Stackable trinkets still, I think. If you're doing a full loot run of the entire map, they do end up working out better, don't they? The trouble is, with the new ones, like, they are worth a lot and they spawn everywhere, but you may as well just spend about 1 minute in a raid and then leave, because your backpack will be filled with them in no time. Right. Now that we've looted that, we're going to come along to the Red Tower, which is another spot that I mean, it's not necessarily overlooked. Like Piazza Augusto does get a decent amount of attention. I still feel like it's underrated. The number of containers in there is pretty good. Some decent loot spawns there. I really do like it quite a bit. And I would be surprised if this isn't looted. It isn't looted. Surprised. Can't raise my voice too much though, because you know, that would ruin the video. But I am surprised, even if my voice doesn't sound like it. All right, let's keep on going. Look down here. Another breach box. Hello. And just looting. I'll leave this building to you, sorry. Those guys are there already. Alright. I won't intrude, like I say. There's no room for violence in this place. I've also turned off voice comms, just to, you know, in case some people are, like, very loud. But I don't know what they're saying. I have no idea. They were speaking, but I have no idea what they were saying. They're probably like... I mean, it's a friendly lobby. They're probably like, whatever, dude. Hello. Yeah, this has got a lot of people. No surprise. If this is looted. Yes. Plaza Rosa is looted. No problem. Let's go to Grandioso. They did put a... Sorry, that's not your alarm clock. That's a noisemaker. Apologies for that one. Luckily, the game volume shouldn't be too loud. Right. Up to Grandioso. Where we have... Oh, actually, let's go to Main Street first, because there is one residential key down here. And I'd love to give it a little go. So it's just down here to the left. Here it is. Open it up. Inside, we have a number of containers. Admittedly, a lot less than the Grandioso building. We'll check it out. Another rubber duck, another stable stock. Take both of those. A weapon case in here. A Berletta. No use for us. Got an Osprey in a drawer and a rusted gear. You know, rusted gears are worth something. What we can do is take the Osprey. And then we're going to go like that. Got two weapons now. Oh, an extended medium mag. It's the weapon we're looking for. Brilliant. Good way to stack up my value. And a photo cloak in here. That's nice. I don't mind photo cloaks. Extra photos. Can't complain. And now we come through here. There can be a security breach in here, I believe. We didn't get it this time, fortunately. A bit of noise outside, so, you know, I would like to loot Main Street building, but I'm concerned about what's going on down there. Yeah. Seems to be people holding that hatch, so I'm going to run away. Go a different way. We're going to make a detour to Grandioso. And from there we shall to the extra residential master key room. We never really came through here. Look, there's a couple containers. Check them out. In fact, a lot of the buildings on the outskirts for Buried City might be a really good spot for trinkets. Here we go. No, that's not trinkets. That's 7 metal parts. Okay. Not quite as exciting as I'd hope. The thing is about these places is they don't have many containers. They do have items spawning on top of couches and stuff. So that could be a chance for the new trinkets. Alright, so far, I must say, I'm not liking Buried. It should be better. I think Buried is overrated. There's too many people. Like, think about our dam run. We came across one team at the end. This match, we've came across about, well, probably like 4 or 5, and we got shot at. So that's not really good. Too much competition. Well, let's go to Grandioso. I'm going to avoid this hatch area. They're chilling around there. It's not really going to work out for us. I'll come through here. Still have 2 golden items from this place though, so not terrible. We're still even richer than we came in. Yeah, somebody's looted Grandioso though. Like, that is the competition we're talking about. We'll check out the master key room. Instead, seems like every container in here has been looted dry. The camera there. Take that out. Gotta go around to this building. The north one that has the key room. I always forget which one it is. Yeah, this side's been looted as well. Yeah, the loot here could have been really nice, but we'll never know. Guess we'll never know. Somebody beat us to it. It's fine though, because we've got the key room ourselves. Once again, I'm not sure if key rooms can even spawn the new trinkets. I did just get a Shotgun Mag 2 blueprint, which is nice. Can't complain about that. Nothing else of much value so far. Let's check this weapon box. Okay. Just ammo in there. Not a weapon box. I meant to say ammo box. Another Osprey 1. Interesting. That's quite a few weapons. To get rid of some adrenaline shots for that. I do see a security breach. There can be 2 in here. Got 1 this time. But we've also got a weapon case. We got a Bobcat. Okay, that is quite a nice find. Bobcat 1. It is pretty damaged, but as we upgrade it, we will get durability back now with the recent changes. So I'm happy to take back home a damaged Bobcat 1. It's not bad. Oh, this is going to make people very happy. I've just found a Serena Dorata ship, which is needed for the expedition, actually. 2 of them. And since the addition of a lot of trinkets, this has been quite hard to find. So finding this on Buried City is a surprise, but a welcome one. Re-rope in there as well. That's brilliant. Yeah, really nice to see that. Usually I would recommend more rope. Brilliant. I would recommend people go to Riven Tides for the boats. Seems to be the highest chance for drops there. Barry just delivered. And we've got a Rascal 1. Now, how much is that Rascal 1 worth? Fair amount. Not bad. Okay. And now we have 1 security breach. So we're going to breach that open. Let's see what we get. Tasers, which break down into batteries. We got a Toro 2. This has ended up being a weapon run. We wanted to go for trinkets, and whilst we did find some, can't lie, I haven't found a massive amount. Toro 2 is probably worth more than the Arpeggio 1, but it's got 2 attachments on it. This is quite a difficult situation. Do I say goodbye to... Okay, there we go. Say goodbye to the bloated tuna cans. Makes the most sense. That's the entire room done. Now, I do want to go to the top of this place. It seems like somebody's done quite a thorough job of looting this, but I'd like to check. They may have missed some spots, you know? There's one room in here, actually, that is really strange. Because you've got to go out the window like this, and then into this side, but it is broken already, so... Oh no. They missed a container. Their name is Mr. Container. Brilliant. And a sextant on a couch. That's got to be worth a fair amount. But I believe it's the same as a steering wheel. Yeah, they're worth the same. Both green tier. Okay. We've looted this room now. Coming up to the top floor. Let's see if they left anything behind. They may have missed some more containers. One also has another room on the outside we're going to come across through. And this side has been looted, so they have really done quite a thorough job of this. They missed some colourful shoes. That's surprising. Let me see. Got 2 ducks. Could this be worth more than 2 ducks? It is. It's a purple colourful shoes. Okay, we're just trying to sort our inventory here. 1 sextant might be worth less than 2 rubber ducks. And no, about the same. But the rubber ducks stack, so there's more chance we'll find more of those. Goodbye, sextant. Yeah, not a bad run at all. Decent amount of value in the end, mostly from weapons, surprisingly. I guess that's because of the residential master key rooms. I'm going to go down 1 floor. There's a zip line we can activate. Then we can zip across 1 more room, which I would really like to check out. This room doesn't have many containers, but it is a pretty high value spot. Got to deal with the snitch first. Snitch is dead. There's also a wasp over there. Don't think we're going to be able to avoid that. Never mind, I shot it and it flew out of sight. This room here, unlooted. This time we only got 1 additional residential container though. We've got a statuette and a horizontal grip. That was worth looting. What a great find. Brilliant. Now, trying to see if there's any more value I can squeeze out of this run. I don't think so. This has been quite a good one. Yep. Nothing here. I mean, we got almost 200,000 in value in our backpack here. Let's see. We've also got a weapon case. Another weapon. It's a Toro 1. Yeah, that's going to make us overweight though, and it's not worth much, admittedly. Not worth taking that. In fact, Arpeggio 1 might be worth less than 2 rubber ducks. No, it's not because it's got the attachments on. Forgot about that. Right. We're almost at 200,000 in value, and I've got 1 more spot we can go to. Might allow us to reach that goal. That's where we're going to go now. We come over here to the right. There's another weapon case spawn and a security breach. Not guaranteed though. Somebody's looting down there, so let's see what it's like. We did get the security breach. All we need is a good weapon here. Our value will be over 200,000. Toro 2. Wait a second. I now do this. Got an idea. Our value is now over 200,000. We did it. Excellent. Not even overburdened. I mean, that's amazing.
Head home at the train station hatch.
Now all we need to do is get out alive. And this would have been a really good run for money. Mostly because of the weapons, like I say, but money's money at the end of the day. Oh, a purple trinket. Great. Well, we're going to need to drop something else of value here. The musical album is only worth 3,000. This is worth more. Okay. Surprisingly, within the last few seconds, this ended up becoming more valuable than any of the previous runs we've done. There's 1 more container here. What's going to be inside? More purple colourful shoes. Would you believe it? 211,000. Wow. By the way, I've got 10 ropes I'm bringing home, which is a lot. That could have been more value. Oh, we just got to extract 211,000. That's really quite something special. What a successful run. Barrett City, you won. Somehow. Pulled out in the end. Well, thank you everybody for watching. I'll see you next Sunday. Cheerio.